English Fire Art, Wake Up, Get Up, Dress Up Series number 10, Sleeves, Cuffs, Collar, to knit, knitter, to sew, sewer, to mend, mender. How to practice listening and speaking. Watch the video, listen and read silently. To understand the content, pause the video as often as necessary. Watch the video again, listen and read aloud. Then mute the video, watch and read aloud. Repeat until you pronounce easily, sound natural, and speak confidently. Sleeves. A girl rolling up her sleeves. My Lady Greensleeves. Sir John Corbett of Adderley. Self-portrait in shirt sleeves. Cuffs. A young girl in a gold dress with blue trim and lace cuffs holding a rose. Portrait of Margaret of Lorraine, Duchess of Orleans. Copper handcuffs. Collar. A woman with a white collar. Advertisement for the arrow collar man. Buttoning the collar. Man with a fur collar. Portrait of a young man with an open collar. Portrait with a collar. Red dress collar. Self-portrait with a striped collar. To knit. An Amsterdam orphan girl knitting in an interior. Girl knitting. Knitting for the soldiers, Highbridge Park. Knitting girl. Peasant girl knitting a stocking. The knitting lesson. The artist's wife knitting. The knitting lesson. Young Brittany girl knitting. Girl knitting. Knitting machine. Little girl knitting. The knitting shepherdess. Knitter. The knitter. To sew, sewn, sewed. The mice sewing the mayor's coat. The mother sews. Seated peasants sewing. Madame Pissarro sewing near a window. Woman sewing. A seated woman sewing a kimono. Woman sewing on a veranda. Marie-Thérèse Durand-Ruel sewing. Grandmother Anna sewing. Anna Maria sewing. Paisy sewing in Bougival's garden. Francois in green sewing. Suzanne sewing. Sewer, sewer, the sewer, sewer. Seamstress sewing in an interior. The needlewoman sewing. Sewing woman. Sewing lessons. Girl at a sewing machine. To mend. Mending cowls. Cookham. Mending a sail. Young woman mending her stockings. Elderly woman mending old clothes. Mending the sail. Mending nets. Mending the sail. Woman mending a fish net. Woman mending nets in the dunes. Mending the fence. Mender. Net menders in Valencia. The net mender. The road menders, Rue de Berne.